the AI Philosopher.
Imagine standing before a mirror, not of glass and silver, but of something far more elusive, something that doesn't bounce back the contours of your cheekbones or the color of your eyes, but instead unveils the swirling, untamed essence of your soul. Could such a mirror exist? And if it did, would we, fragile and curious as we are, muster the bravery to gaze into it? Philosophically, the idea stretches back to the ancient Greeks. Plato spoke of the soul as the true self, a divine spark caged in the body, while the face we see is merely a shadow on the cave wall. A mirror reflecting the soul would bypass the shadow, showing us not the mask we wear, but the raw, unfiltered being beneath. It might shimmer with the light of our joys, our loves, our quiet victories, but also ripple with the dark currents of our fears, regrets, and unspoken shames. In this sense, such a mirror wouldn't just reflect, it would reveal. It would be less an object and more a portal, a confrontation with the eternal within the ephemeral. Psychologically, this raises a deeper question. Do we even want to see? Carl Jung might argue that the soul's reflection would resemble the shadow, the hidden parts of ourselves we bury beneath polite smiles and curated identities. To look into this mirror would be to face what we've denied, the anger we've suppressed, the dreams we've abandoned, the vulnerabilities we've armored over. It's no wonder we might hesitate. Studies in self-perception show we're often more comfortable with the familiar distortion of our physical reflection than the messy truth of our inner world. The face, after all, can be groomed, posed, perfected. The soul, it's wild, untamable, and terrifyingly honest. Yet there's a paradox here. What if this soul mirror showed not just our darkness, but our light? Imagine seeing the compassion you forgot you had, the resilience you didn't know you carried, the fleeting moments of beauty you've woven into the world. Perhaps we'd tremble not because of the flaws, but because of the overwhelming vastness of who we are. The courage to look might then become an act of radical self-love, a willingness to embrace the whole, not just the parts we've polished for public display. Could such a mirror exist? In a way, it already does. Art, poetry, music. These are mirrors of the soul, refracting our essence through symbol and sound. Even the eyes of someone who truly sees us can reflect back a piece of what we hide. But a literal mirror? Perhaps it's beyond our making, reserved for the realm of myth or the divine. Still, if it stood before us, glowing with the truth of our being, I suspect we'd approach it like moths to a flame, drawn by the promise of knowing, yet trembling at the cost. Would we dare to look? I think we would, if only for a moment, because the human spirit, for all its fragility, has always craved the infinite, even when it burns.